I take it you're going to be there tonight watching the State of the Union address. You will be there, I'm sure of that. The president's going to make various proposals to raise taxes and spend more money. Have any of his proposals a chance of getting through the Republican Congress? Any of them?
Stuart, he had his chance and he took it. He raised our taxes in all possible areas, including even taxing medical devices. He expanded government by the greatest amount since FDR, and he did that when he had Democratic control of the House and Senate. He's not going to get to do this. He certainly, when he's screaming sequestration and cutting off the funding to our military men and women in uniform, he's certainly not going to get to have a tax increase that doesn't reinforce the basics. And he's not talking about that. As a matter of fact, he's talking, and as a Brit, former Brit, you appreciate this, he's talking about nationalizing the community college system. That's really what he says when he says, Papa, in Washington will pay for, unlimited free 2-year post-high school education. That's nationalizing a major part of our education system, and something that clearly the state should be very wary of.
Where do you stand politically, Congressman? Are you in the moderate camp that wants to accommodate the discussion, or are you in the other camp which wants to go right at the president and challenge him head on? Now, there are two camps. You know there are two camps here. Which one are you in?
Well, I clearly believe the president has overreached and done things which are outside his constitutional authority. I often consider myself in many ways a fairly moderate member. I'll work with the president. I'll make compromise where I can. But this president is not seeking compromise. He's used executive orders when he didn't have constitutional authority. So put me down in that camp of absolute hardliners. Over my dead and bleeding body will this president assume that elections don't have consequences. Mr. President, elections do have consequences. The Republicans won, you lost. It's time for you to come to the table with concessions, including the XL pipeline, including serious tax reform, not tax increases, and cuts in government, not just cuts to our military.
You see, now